Hey there. Today, what I wanted to discuss is something that actually most people are deficient in. Chances are you are as well. And what I want to discuss in this video is magnesium. Unfortunately, there's a wide array of symptoms that will happen if you're deficient in it. Everything from high blood pressure to insomnia, muscle aches, cramps, that kind of stuff, along with bad PMS symptoms, that kind of thing. A lot of symptoms that I'm going to go over are symptoms of magnesium deficiency. So, the reason most of us are deficient is because a lot of it has been leached from the soil already. We really don't get enough magnesium, and as far as the general consensus is they push calcium. But in reality, what we need to balance out magnesium with our calcium. So what happens is a lot of us are having a ton of calcium in our body, but not the magnesium there to help it work effectively and to do what it needs to do. So in this video, I'm going to go over some of the details, the benefits of magnesium. Magnesium is responsible for over 600 reactions in your body. So it's critical to make sure that you have enough. And every cell in your body has magnesium. It needs it to function. So it's critical to have the adequate amounts of magnesium in your system so that your body can work at its best. So I'm going to go over some of the benefits of magnesium. I'm also going to go over a little bit of a different kind of dosing that I have personally used that has worked wonders in my life. Once I discovered magnesium, it opened up a whole nother door for me of health and benefits from it. So, like I said, we don't get enough from our diet, and generally we need to supplement to match it up with our calcium intake, which usually is high. What happens with calcium and magnesium is generally your calcium will, if there's not enough magnesium, your calcium is not going to know where to go. So it can actually go into muscles, soft tissue, different kinds of things, and actually cause pain because it's, the way I've heard it described is calcium is like a concrete almost, where magnesium lets it flow better. So if you get calcium and magnesium ratios matched up, you're going to notice a lot of health benefits from it. So let me describe some of the benefits that are associated with magnesium and the right amount in your body. First off, what it does is it helps with sleep and insomnia. If you're an insomniac, have trouble sleeping, it's probably because you're deficient in magnesium. And I used to be a horrible insomniac, and once I discovered magnesium, it's lights out. When I close my eyes, I can go to bed pretty quick. So that's one thing. It helps fight depression. And the studies have shown that low levels of magnesium are generally in people that have depression. So that's huge. It can help with anxiety and stress as well. And what happens is stress actually depletes your body of magnesium. So when you're stressing and you need your magnesium the most, going through a stressful situation, it's actually burning that stuff up. So you need to replenish that through the different means and different methods I'm gonna explain here in a moment. High blood pressure is another one. If you suffer from high blood pressure, generally that's a sign that your magnesium is out of line. So a little bit of added magnesium to your diet can really help with blood pressure. Pain is a huge one. For me, I had a lot of pain throughout my body, and it wasn't until I discovered magnesium that it just started to go away. So magnesium is huge for pain. It has anti-inflammatory properties, and like I said, it helps with the calcium to make sure the calcium goes in the right place. That sore knee or that sore elbow you have might be calcium that actually needs help moving along and getting into the right place through the use of magnesium. It helps, like I said, with PMS symptoms. It also helps those with type 2 diabetes, which is interesting. But it's shown in high doses, which I'm going to explain how I use high dose magnesium. It's helped tremendously for people with type 2 diabetes, getting their numbers in check, and just overall having better health through it. It actually boosts energy. Now, magnesium is generally considered something that makes you tired or kind of calms you down, and it does. But at the same time, it also helps with energy production. And exercise performance has been shown through magnesium to really improve. So, if it's a pre-workout thing or just going to work in the day, if you have a hard job that requires manual labor, magnesium will help you get through that. It'll help you perform better. It can help migraine headaches. So a lot of people suffer from migraine headaches, and magnesium is something that can actually cure those. So that's important. It builds stronger bones because, like I said, it moves that calcium to where it needs to go, which is in the bones. If you're pouring a bunch of calcium in your body and not matching it up with magnesium, then you're going to have issues. So it improves your memory, actually. Studies have shown that magnesium, the right amount, improves memory. It helps with ADHD symptoms. So that is huge. It kind of calms down the body. It's kind of a calming mineral. It also helps tremendously if you suffer from restless leg syndrome. Here's your magic key I'm handing you with magnesium, because generally leg cramps or restless leg symptoms, it's all something that would come from lack of magnesium. As well as fibromyalgia. If you suffer from something like fibromyalgia or a pain condition, autoimmune condition, magnesium can work wonders for you in the right doses. So that's kind of the rundown of benefits. If you suffer from any of those things, definitely keep listening. So I'm sorry, so you can hear what I use to improve my magnesium levels. They've gone, I mean, I don't think I had any magnesium or next to no magnesium left in my body. So once I started adding magnesium into my body, good things happened. So I'm hoping the same for you. Now, where I learned a lot about magnesium was from a group on Facebook called the Magnesium Advocacy Group. Amazing. They know so much about magnesium. You can throw questions at them. They have a whole program that's designed to get you in better health. So I would definitely recommend that. Again, it's Magnesium Advocacy Group on Facebook. What they do that's interesting is generally, you read about magnesium and they say to take 400 milligrams, and I tried that for a while and then I didn't see any results. But this Magnesium Advocacy Group recommended, it was 5 milligrams of magnesium per pound of body weight. So at the time I was heavier. Now I weigh about 200 pounds. So I use about 1,000 milligrams a day of magnesium, which is, almost triple the recommended dosage. But that's what helps me feel so good lately, is that getting more magnesium in there. So yeah, high dose magnesium had dramatic results for me, where when I was taking recommended doses, not seeing it. So here's how I take magnesium. Now, one thing I do is I do take Epsom salt baths. Those are great. You can throw them in the bath, soak for a little bit, 20 minutes, get the magnesium in. It comes through it just absorbs right through your skin. So it's pretty awesome. Another one that I recommend highly is magnesium glycinate. Now this stuff, the glycine in it has, first off, it's highly absorbable. I mean, this is the kind of way to get a lot of magnesium. When you're using stuff like magnesium oxide, the stuff you might find at just a regular store, you're not absorbing as much. It needs to be, that's just almost like eating a rock of magnesium in a way, because it's tied to like another amino acid in this one, magnesium glycinate. It's tied to an amino acid, which lets your body absorb it a little bit better. So magnesium glycinate is great for sleep. It helps with calming. So I usually generally take that in the evening. There's also, if you're having trouble with energy, there's magnesium malate, I believe it's pronounced. I don't use this as much because I found it gave me too much energy. But for somebody that's suffering from a lack of energy, or just to get your daytime use in, that stuff is awesome. I mean, it's great for energy. So that's another way. There's two ways. The one's going to keep you up, one's going to put you down. So whatever you need, you have a form of magnesium that's highly absorbable that will help you. Another one I use, and this is really an interesting product, and I use this sometimes. I just throw it straight in my water. It's ionic magnesium, and it's got like 82 minerals or something like that along with it. All these minerals that help it absorb better. And I put that in my water during the day sometimes and just, sip it throughout the day, get my magnesium in that way. And then finally, now what's important to mention is, because I'm talking about high dose magnesium and I'm talking about taking, 400 milligrams is what they recommend. I'm taking about 1,000. If I took 1,000 straight from these pills or from this stuff here, I would be in the bathroom all day. I would, it comes out the other end if you get too much. So that's your body saying you've had too much of that through your digestive system. But there is a way to sneak a little bit more in. And from what I understand, you cannot get too much of this. This is a magnesium oil I use, and it's wonderful. It's what I had really bad calf pain, like in the back of my calves, just constant pain from an antibiotic I had taken, and that stuff, I tell you, it was amazing. I would just spray it in the morning down my calves and rub it in, and let it set for about 20 to 30 minutes before showering, and within a couple of days, that pain just kind of went away. I was religious about it, like with applying it. So those are all ways to get more magnesium. And remember, now this is going to help you with insomnia. This is going to help you with pain. This is going to help you with, it can help you with a ton of stuff, fibromyalgia stuff. It can help you with PMS. It can help you with ADHD. A lot of things can be helped by using extra magnesium in your diet. And generally we're all deficient in it. So not everyone. I mean, I'm sure there's some people out there that are right on point with their magnesium levels, but for the most part, a lot of us aren't. So that's why I recommend higher doses of magnesium to get your levels up, to see if things change for you. I wouldn't recommend going over 400 or 600, depending on your body. Now, 400 or 600 milligrams oral, magnesium here may cause diarrhea. So that's why I use about 400 to 600 milligrams a day orally, either taking through my water or one of the pills, and then in the morning before I shower, I put the magnesium oil on, and I usually do. I can do a lot of squirts. I think it's 6 squirts equals 100 milligrams. So I'll usually load up to where I get like another, if I took 4, I'll get another 600 milligrams, just the magnesium oil alone. So that's my tip of the day. That's what I would recommend for better health for anybody suffering from any of those things I mentioned. This is your go-to. So please check it out. Questions, comments, please hit them below. Don't forget to check out the Magnesium Advocacy Group. And I will see you guys next time.